and our thought process and the application will evolve as we progress. So this step is done. Now the next step is, like, before we get started to write the actual code, we have to set up the environments for all the tech stack which was suggested by GPT. So for that, let's ask GPT the right prompts which we can do, which we can utilize with the Roo, so that it can prepare the all the requirement environment for our development. You can also write these prompts, but why to bother when we have somebody to write even prompts for us? Help me. So for the tech stack we finalized, can you give me prompts I can give to Roo code to set up the complete environment? Create a monorepo with the following folders. Front end will have all the front end, back end will have all the back end, database SQL migration with Alembic for PostgreSQL. Not heard of Alembic. I've used Liquibase, but that's fine. Infra Docker Compose for all services. In the root, okay. Inside front end, initialize this backend fast API. Let's go with it. Let's take the first prompt, copy the code, go to Roo, and we don't want architect, we want to generate code, so let's use the code mode. We could have used like ask mode when we were doing all of these conversation with AI, but that's fine. We can ask to any AI, but here Roo is important because now we are going to generate the real code. So Roo can generate like give you the code, as well as it can create files, it can execute commands, it can go to browser and search for any information for you. So it can do a lot of things which we'll see as we progress. So let me make sure I have copied the first prompt, right? Okay. So it has prepared the to-do list. First, it will create the root directory, then create the subdirectories, then will create the env, and then will create this Docker Compose. Let's approve it. So right now it's trying to run this command to make the directory AI Finance Tracker. Anytime, like every time it tries to run a command or create some kind of files or do any operation on your system, it asks you for the permission. You can either set it on a global level for this Roo code plugin so that it never asks you, but it's better that you always review and then approve its requests. For example, here, if I don't want I don't want Roo to execute a certain command, then I can also reject that. So it's important that we review and then we allow it to do any activities in the system, because always we are the ones who are responsible, not the AI. So the first step is done by A, and then next is creating the subdirectories. Then this everything, let's approve it. Run command. Then the next step, it has created the environment file. As just an example, we are going to use this Postgres, and also if we are utilizing these environment variables, we will be using the same, otherwise we'll create new or remove the ones which we don't require in future. Okay, let's save it for now. Then Docker Compose, we're not going to go into the infra part, but let it create the Docker Compose for now, because the infra setup we are not going to cover under this demo. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time for us to cover everything. So infra part, let's park it for this demo. And anyways, in the organization, we have separate infra team managing all the deployments and everything. So let's just focus on the code and building the application. So all of the steps I see are done, or like the fourth step, I think I need to approve for that. So task is now completed. Now let's just verify what everything that it has done for us. So I see the environment. It has created this in desktop. We have to import that or open that folder in VS so that we can see it in this section. So let's select it. So this is the AI Finance Tracker. Let's open it. Cool. So trust this so that we can work on this. It has created all of those folders inside it, one for infra, one for front end. It has created the environment example file. It added the folder for database and backend, and it has also created the Docker Compose for us. Now it's time to copy the next prompt. Okay, where was I? First prompt we did. Okay, next one is this copy code, and let's try it. Let's see if we are able to do this step or we get any errors.